Many people find learning new skills challenging and often give up. This is frequently due to feeling overwhelmed by the learning process. Another common reason for quitting is the perception of lacking inherent talent. However, skill acquisition should be viewed as a structured method, not an innate gift. The idea that talent is the primary determinant of success is often overstated. Effective learning strategies can significantly enhance skill development for anyone. This video introduces a 3-step formula for accelerated skill acquisition. The formula is designed to help learners achieve mastery more quickly. It provides actionable knowledge for efficient skill development. Viewers will gain a competitive edge in learning new skills. The aim is to equip viewers to learn skills faster than their peers. Before learning a new skill, it is essential to deconstruct it into smaller components. Breaking down a skill makes it more manageable and easier to learn. Attempting to learn an entire skill at once can lead to failure. Deconstruction is a crucial first step in effective skill acquisition. The 80/20 rule suggests that roughly 80% of effects come from 20% of causes. This principle highlights an imbalance between inputs and outputs. Identifying the vital few concepts within the 20% yields the most significant results. Focusing on these key elements maximizes efficiency and impact. For example, when learning a language, prioritize the most common words and basic phrases. This targeted approach accelerates learning by concentrating on the most frequently used components. Complex skills are composed of smaller, more manageable sub-skills. Public speaking, for example, involves sub-skills like body language and vocal projection. Other sub-skills in public speaking include storytelling techniques. Effective audience analysis is also a critical sub-skill for public speakers. Focusing on the development of these individual sub-skills is key to mastering the overall complex skill. Identify potential barriers before starting the learning process. Addressing these barriers proactively is crucial for smooth learning. Resolve logistical issues such as funding the course beforehand. Ensure a reliable internet connection to minimize disruptions. Reducing friction enhances focus and accelerates learning progress. The practical application phase involves transitioning from theoretical knowledge to real-world skills. This transition is achieved through deliberate practice. Deliberate practice emphasizes active engagement with the skill being learned. Active engagement ensures a deeper understanding and retention of the skill. This phase focuses on applying learned concepts in practical scenarios. The goal is to develop proficiency through hands-on experience and repetition. The 20-hour rule suggests a practical approach to rapidly acquire new skills. It proposes that dedicating 20 hours to focused practice can lead to a reasonable level of proficiency. This involves deliberate practice, concentrating efforts on specific aspects of the skill. A suggested minimum time investment is 45 minutes of daily practice for 1 month. This consistent effort is designed to yield noticeable progress in skill development within a short time frame. Project-based learning emphasizes practical application over passive learning. The core idea is to create tangible outputs as a learning method. This approach contrasts with simply watching tutorials or reading materials. For example, construct a basic website when learning to code, or take many photographs when studying photography techniques. The focus shifts from consuming information to actively producing results. Spaced repetition optimizes memory consolidation through strategic timing. Reviewing material just as it's being slightly forgotten enhances learning effectiveness. This method leverages the forgetting curve to strengthen memory recall. It involves studying material less frequently over time. However, reviews are more strategically spaced to maximize retention. An optimized feedback loop is crucial for correcting errors. Incorrect practice solidifie impropre technique. Continuous feedback is essential to prevent expertise in incorrect methods. Feedback mechanisms identify and rectify deviations from the correct path. This iterative process ensures skill development aligns with desired outcomes. Feedback can be obtained through self-correction, acting as a mirror to reflect on performance. Expert correction, provided by a coach, offers external guidance and insights. Recording practice sessions allows for detailed self-critique and identification of areas for improvement. Seeking advice from mentors or experts provides valuable perspectives and strategies for enhancement. Immediate feedback is crucial for effective learning and error correction. Tools should be implemented to provide real-time feedback. This allows for immediate identification and correction of mistakes. The shorter the time between action and feedback, the more effective the learning. Reduced delay enhances the learning process by reinforcing correct actions promptly. Measuring progress is essential to ensure improvement in any activity. Tracking spécifique métriques provide quantifiable data en performance. Examples of metrics include words per minute, WPM, for typing speed. Tracking metrics facilitates management and drives further improvement. A flawed mindset can significantly hinder skill mastery. Addressing this mindset is crucial for effective learning. Cultivate a positive attitude towards the learning process. Embrace challenges as opportunities for growth and development. Develop resilience to overcome obstacles and setbacks. A growth-oriented mindset fosters continuous improvement and skill acquisition. Every new skill acquisition involves an initial period of perceived incompetence. This ugly phase is a normal and necessary part of the learning process. Experiencing this phase is an indicator of pushing boundaries and fostering growth. Persistence through the ugly phase is crucial for achieving skill mastery and sustained momentum. Identity-based habits prioritize personal transformation over mere goal attainment. The focus shifts from achieving specific outcomes to embodying a desired identity. Habits are aligned with and reinforce this newly adopted identity. For example, identifying as a writer encourages consistent writing practices. This identification fosters a sense of self that is congruent with the desired habit. Ultimately, habits become expressions of who you believe yourself to be. Consistency is more effective than sporadic intensity. Small, consistent steps yield better long-term results. Regular, brief practice sessions are preferable. A daily 15-minute practice is more effective than weekly 8-hour sessions. Consistent effort accumulates into significant progress over time. Prioritize consistent engagement for optimal outcomes. Deconstruction involves breaking down complex skills into their fundamental components. The goal is to pinpoint the critical elements that contribute most significantly to overall performance. Identifying the essential 20% of skills allows for focused and efficient learning. This targeted approach maximizes results by concentrating effort on high-impact areas. Mastering these core elements accelerates skill acquisition and improves overall proficiency. Applying skills immediately is crucial for reinforcing learning. Project-based practice provides a practical context for skill application. This immediate application solidifies understanding and retention. Reinforced learning leads to improved skill mastery and competence. Optimized learning relies on focused feedback loops. Feedback loops are essential for identifying and correcting errors. Effective feedback guides performance improvement. The goal is to refine skills through iterative feedback. Continuous correction enhances learning outcomes. Optimized feedback loops are crucial for efficient skill development. Viewers are encouraged to select a skill they wish to master. Commitment to the 20-hour rule is essential for initial skill development. The 20-hour rule suggests dedicating at least 20 hours to initial learning. Applying the 3-step formula is key to achieving mastery. Consistent application of the formula is crucial for skill refinement. Many individuals face challenges when attempting to acquire new skills. The initial stages of learning often involve a steep learning curve. This can lead to feelings of frustration and discouragement. Some learners may struggle with complex concepts or difficult techniques. The lack of immediate progress can be a significant demotivator. Consequently, individuals may give up on learning prematurely due to these challenges. Skill acquisition is a structured process, not an innate gift. It emphasizes systematic learning and practice over inherent talent. The concept suggests that skills can be developed through dedicated effort. Talent, while potentially helpful, is not the primary determinant of skill mastery. Therefore, skill acquisition focuses on the methodology of learning. The scene begins with a notebook being opened, symbolizing the start of a learning journey. This action represents a deliberate and focused approach to skill acquisition. The opening of the notebook suggests preparation for note-taking and active learning. It sets the stage for understanding and applying a skill mastery formula. The initial step involves disassembling a complex mechanism. This process visually represents breaking down a skill into smaller components. Alternatively, splitting a large block into smaller pieces can serve the same purpose. Each component or piece represents a distinct sub-skill or element. This breakdown allows for focused learning and practice of individual parts. Mastering each sub-skill contributes to overall proficiency in the complete skill. The Pareto principle, also known as the 80/20 rule, highlights an unequal relationship between inputs and outputs. It suggests that approximately 80% of effects come from 20% of the causes. An 80/20 graph visually represents this distribution, emphasizing the vital few factors. Focusing on this crucial 20% can lead to the most significant improvements or results. Therefore, prioritizing the vital few is essential for efficient resource allocation and maximizing impact. The 80/20 rule suggests that a small number of actions can lead to a disproportionately large result. Visualizing small actions leading to significant outcomes reinforces this concept. Focusing on these key actions can maximize efficiency and impact. Identifying and prioritizing these actions is crucial for achieving optimal results. This approach highlights the power of targeted effort in achieving substantial gains. The screen is visually divided to represent the core sub-skills of public speaking. One quadrant highlights the importance of effective body language. Another focuses on vocal projection and clarity. The remaining sections cover storytelling techniques and audience analysis. Effective public speaking involves a range of subskills that enhance communication. One crucial subskill is the strategic use of hand gestures. Hand gestures can emphasize key points and ideas. They help to visually reinforce the speaker's message. Gestures also contribute to maintaining audience engagement. An inspiring speaker uses hand gestures to connect with and motivate the audience. Before learning can effectively begin, it is often necessary to clear away any obstacles. These obstacles can represent distractions or prerequisites that must be addressed first. Removing these roadblocks creates a clearer path for focused and efficient learning. This preparatory step ensures that the learner can fully engage with the new material. The action of pressing a start button represents the initiation of a commitment. This physical act symbolizes the individual's decision to begin a process or task. It signifies a proactive step towards achieving a specific goal. The button press can also be seen as a method for reducing initial friction or resistance. By simplifying the first step, it encourages immediate engagement. The start button thus serves as a visual and tactile cue for action. The chapter focuses on incorporating dynamic, high-energy action shots. These shots aim to visually represent practical application and intense focus. One example is a close-up of someone typing code with intense concentration. Another example is a shot of someone intensely practicing a musical instrument. The purpose is to convey a sense of energy and dedication in practical skills. A 20-hour countdown timer will be displayed. The timer visually decreases on the screen. This emphasizes the 20-hour rule. The countdown provides a clear indication of the time remaining. Viewers can easily track the progression of the 20-hour period. The visual representation reinforces the importance of adhering to the time constraint. Active training and studying involve focused, deliberate practice. This approach emphasizes engagement and effort in the learning process. It requires concentrated attention and active participation. The goal is to reinforce concepts through hands-on experience. Fast cuts can visually represent the intensity of focused practice. Project-based learning culminates in a tangible finished product. This product serves as evidence of acquired knowledge and skills. Examples include publishing a website, showcasing a photography portfolio. The finished product represents the practical application of learning. It demonstrates the ability to synthesize information and create something new. The act of completion reinforces the learning process. The forgetting curve visually represents memory retention over time. It illustrates the exponential decay of learned information if no attempt is made to retain it. Spaced repetition combats this decay by reinforcing information at increasing intervals. The graph demonstrates how spaced repetition improves long-term memory retention. Spaced repetition is a learning technique incorporating increasing intervals of review. Flashcards are a practical tool for implementing spaced repetition. Review flashcards repeatedly, spacing out the intervals between each review session. Short, intense study breaks can also enhance the effectiveness of spaced repetition. These breaks allow for memory consolidation and prevent mental fatigue. The scene focuses on a close-up of an eye. The eye notices a mistake, signifying error detection. Alternatively, an arrow correcting its course can be shown. This arrow symbolizes the adjustment process in a feedback loop. Both visuals represent the concept of feedback and correction. A reflection shot visually represents introspection and self-assessment. The subject intensely examines their reflection. This act symbolizes a deep consideration of one's actions and behaviors. The reflection serves as a mirror to one's inner self. It prompts a critical evaluation of personal conduct. Ultimately, the reflection shot signifies the process of self-correction and improvement. Mentor criticism involves an expert providing constructive feedback. This feedback aims to correct and improve the mentee's understanding or skills. A two-shot visually represents the interaction between the mentor and mentee. The mentor offers specific guidance and points out areas for improvement. This process facilitates learning and skill development through expert correction. A code error is identified, often highlighted in Integrated Development Environments, IDEs. The error is visually marked, commonly using red color to draw attention. This immediate feedback allows developers to quickly spot and understand the issue. The developer then corrects the code to resolve the identified error. The corrected code replaces the erroneous section, fixing the problem. This immediate correction cycle improves code quality and reduces debugging time. Spreadsheets are effective tools for visually representing quantifiable data. Detailed spreadsheets can illustrate progress through numerical entries and calculations. Progress bars offer a graphical representation of completed versus remaining tasks. The gradual filling of a progress bar symbolizes consistent forward movement. These visual aids help to quantify and track progress in a clear and understandable manner. The scene opens with a wide, cinematic shot to establish a sense of scale and anticipation. This shot visually represents the significant journey or challenge ahead. The long road symbolizes the path of transformation and the effort required for a mindset shift. Alternatively, A person contemplating a mountaintop embodies ambition and the desire for change. The build-up emphasizes the importance and magnitude of the upcoming mental transition. The ugly phase represents a period of struggle and setbacks in personal growth. This phase is characterized by challenges, failures, and moments of self-doubt. The visual depicts someone falling, symbolizing these setbacks and difficulties. Immediately getting up signifies resilience and determination to overcome obstacles. Strong, dramatic lighting emphasizes the intensity and emotional weight of this phase. Embracing the ugly phase means accepting imperfections and learning from failures to foster growth. A visual shift can symbolize identity change. This shift can be represented by transitioning from a dim, confined space. The transition leads to a brightly lit, open space. This contrast visually represents the transformation or change in identity. Time-lapse photography effectively demonstrates growth or change over an extended duration. A small plant's gradual growth can symbolize consistent progress over time. Alternatively, a clock ticking consistently can represent the steady passage of time. These visuals emphasize the value of consistency rather than short bursts of intensity. The visual summary encapsulates 3 key stages. The first stage involves deconstructing complex information. The second stage focuses on applying the deconstructed knowledge. The third stage is about optimizing the application for better results. These stages provide a structured approach. Each stage builds upon the previous one to achieve a comprehensive understanding. The music reaches its highest intensity. Subsequently, the music volume begins to decrease gradually. This fading effect coincides with the presentation of a visual summary. The combination of fading music and a visual summary provides a conclusive ending. The video concludes with an end screen designed to boost channel subscriptions. This screen prominently features a call to action, encouraging viewers to subscribe. The subscription prompt aims to convert passive viewers into active subscribers. Increased subscriptions contribute to channel growth and audience engagement.